It's time for baseball on MLB Network from our nation's capital. Welcome inside Nationals Park. Tonight, the second of four between the Miami Marlins and the Washington Nationals. The Marlins have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Steven Strasburg is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Nationals. Dan, any thoughts?
Steven Strasburg has been good since he put on a uniform. The pride and joy of San Diego State University. The closest thing we've seen to Nolan Ryan. Mid to upper 90s fastball. Great changeup, great curveball, and great slider. Very, very rarely do you see a guy have a 4-pitch mix that's as good as Steven Strasburg's.
Now to the plate, Victor Mesa, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the at-bat. Underway in the second of 4 here this weekend as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. So guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
Strasburg on 1-1. Lifted into center field. Eaton is after it. Oh no, looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. And he's going to try for 3 right out of the chute tonight. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, I'm not sure they're going to award him a triple or call it a 3-base error, but the result is the same. He's 90 feet away from scoring, and it looks like they are going to give him an error, and I think that's definitely the right call there.
Now at the plate, Christian Athamas. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a strike. Well, this lineup's been good all season so far. They've looked especially dominant as of late. What's been clicking in particular for them lately, guys?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now. Continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, and that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation, a lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around each other, and they got one of the strongest bullpens in the game.
And they'll only be able to get the out at first here as the run is in to score from third.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
He's set. Here it comes. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
The 0-1 delivery. Now that's popped up. Bifo camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Garrett Cooper. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. turned on down the line. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run scored without the benefit of a hit, 1 error, and no one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Marlins lead this one 1-0. Joe Gunn, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
On his way to the plate is the center fielder, Adam Eaton, to get things started here in the home half of the first. Changeup in for a strike. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, this team really needs that 6-0 hitter to step up a bit. I thought they might get a lot more production out of him this year, but I look at the numbers with runners in scoring position, and his batting average is less than .250 in those spots. If you're a guy expected to drive in runs, you're going to have to hit a lot better than that.
And here now is Wilmer Defoe. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down the first baseline. But a foul ball here. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Now here's the pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Mesa ranging forward. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
At the plate, Anthony Rendon. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. 0-1 the count. 2 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield, around the mound, and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cordero is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Nationals gone in order. They're down 1-0. Stepping into the box, Jorge Alfaro. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Strasburg comes set. First pitch on the way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. One and 2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Ready to deliver the 1 and 2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. On a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And surprisingly today, the best arm resides out in center field. This guy's known for his range. We get it. He can go gap to gap. He's got an accurate arm. But I'll tell you what, you won't see many guys trying to take the extra base on him. He has got an absolute cannon out there.
Digging in now, Magneuris Sierra. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. Now here's the pitch. This is line to left. And the Marlins are into the hit column. There's their first base hit.
Batting 7th, shortstop, number 12.
Now in the box, Angel Vielma. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Here comes the first pitch. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Gloved by Adams to second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
That's a really difficult turn for a first baseman when you have to come get the ball, make a strong, accurate throw. So you need 2 good throws, not an easy double play to complete.
Into the box now, Randy Cesar. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 1 and the Nationals nothing. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Adams. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late.
Adams.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And there's one down now.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
In now, Juan Soto, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Line toward the alley in left center. And the Nationals have their first base hit of the ball game.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Striding in, Domingo Santana. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's affair. ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup over the inside corner. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Soto, base runner at first with one out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Cordero moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 7th, second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Here's Brian Dozier now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Nationals leave one. It remains 1-0. So here now is the pitcher, Joe Gunn. 9-1-2 due up.
Joe Gunn.
First pitch of the at-bat. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed.
Hey, if I'm on the mound right now and I get a swing and miss like that, I'm bouncing it even further, throwing it even higher. I might pick up the rosin bag and throw that and see if I can get a swing and a miss.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Sliders in for a strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Victor
Ready now, Victor Mesa. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Now here's the pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. Eaton on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Christian Optimus.
So stepping in, Christian Optimus. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Bare-handed pickup in time. Kurt Suzuki will start it off when we come back. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 1 and the Nationals 0. Stepping up now, Kurt Suzuki. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider. Takes a knee-high fastball. And that one just missed outside.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Hard hit ball to second, and there's one away. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. The rain coming down as it is, we are in for a long delay. The hope is now that they can get this one in at some point.
Now this is where it becomes tricky for the managers right now. You have your pitchers out there, and you have to be careful not to hurt anybody. So I think the guys that are sitting in the bullpen are on red alert as the delay has begun. And I'm sure both of the managers have a pretty good idea of who's going to be the pitcher to go in after this delay.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cordero over to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
In now is Adam Eaton, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swinging a soft liner, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So some 2-out success, and the bottom of the 3rd frame will continue.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
And here now is Wilmer Defoe. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Eaton, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
That was a classic 2-hole hitter move right there, giving his boy a chance to steal a bag. Got to be honest, in today's game, you don't see too many guys take that pitch.
The 1-2 is in there, a called strike 3. 1 left for Washington. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Frankie Cordero.
Right fielder, Frankie Cordero.
First pitch coming, here it is. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soto is there. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Garrett Cooper. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here's the first pitch to him. High and deep to right center. Eaton is after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The batter, catcher, Jorge Alvaro.
Coming to the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch on its way. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Miami down in order, but they're on top 1-0. Mac Gore answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. In now is Anthony Rendon.
Leading off for the Nationals here in the fourth, third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Fouled off. Weak chopper up the line. Cesar charging this one. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. One away.
First baseman, Matt Adams.
Into the box now, Matt Adams. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Bouncer to the left side. Cesar is there. Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Juan Soto to the plate now. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay. You want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think to say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Pitch rides in on him here as this is popped weakly toward the left side of the infield. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Nationals leave one. They trail this one 1-0. So digging in now, Magneuris Sierra. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Strasburg comes set. Here's the first pitch. This is pulled into right. Santana is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting.
An early look at the
Number
line
12.
score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. At the plate, Angel Bielma comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Popped high in the air. Adams has a play. 2 down.
Now batting. Third baseman, Randy Cesar.
Digging in, Randy Cesar. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Marlins, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Striding in now for the Nats, Ryan Dozier. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
In now for Washington, Kurt Suzuki. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
The pitcher, number 37, Steven Strasburg.
So striding in, Steven Strasburg, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
So stepping in, Adam Eaton, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Sierra has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Settling in now, Wilmer Defoe, runner in scoring position with Sugan. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. In for strike 2. Popped him up. Optimus is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Standing in, Mac Gore is getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. Strasburg comes set. First pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1. Here it comes. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Soto comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Center fielder number 7, Victor Mesa.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Victor Mesa 0 for 2 on his line thus far. The pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Debro, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the wind-up most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
Into the box, Christian Optimus, as he lines it out to center. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Digging in, Frankie Cordero. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher. You could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Runner goes. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Mesa leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Again, he sends it out of play.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. Score remains tied 1-1. Standing in, Anthony Rendon. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1. The 1-1 home. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Matt Adams.
Here's Matt Adams now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the stretch. In there at the knees, strike one. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go-bet at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Juan Soto to the plate now. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 0-1. Hot shot down the line. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Dribbled up the line. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Washington. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at Nationals Park, all square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Koda Glover is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 30, Koda Glover.
Digging in to try it again. Garrett Cooper due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. We'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. The 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Santana is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Stepping up to the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch on its way. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss. Takes a high fastball for a strike. One out, nobody on. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Pitch rides in on him here as this is popped weakly towards the left side of the infield. Miami down in order, still tied 1 apiece. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Ryan Dozier, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The catcher, number 24, Kurt Suzuki.
Now at the plate, Kurt Suzuki. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And now a pitch on the way. And this is swung on and missed there by Suzuki, and he's in trouble now, down 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2. Seared down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swing and a line drive. But the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 30, Oda Glover.
Ryan Zimmerman will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 11, Ryan Zimmerman.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And as Nationals fans have heard before, see you later. So a solo home run here for Ryan Zimmerman, number 14 on the season, and the Nationals take a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
In now is Adam Eaton. Hit hard down the line. This is foul for the first strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Nationals on the board on the home run by Ryan Zimmerman. We'll march on to the 8th. It's 2-1 Washington. Kyle Bearclaw has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 47, Kyle Bearclaw.
Leading off the inning, Angel Vilma, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First offering on its way. Up around the face. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there, and he's out.
Third baseman, number 13, Randy Cesar.
Striding in once again, Randy Cesar. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Hit weakly back to the mound. And quickly there are 2 away. 8th inning here from our nation's capital. Homestanding Nationals lead this one as you get a look at the line score through the first 7 and change. Austin Noah will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
51, Austin Noah.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Bearclaw, or Bear for short. He was selected in the 7th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 1-0 is on the ground to the right side and through. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we'll get late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Marlins leave 1. They're down 2-1. Jose Quezada is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Jose Quezada.
Wilmer Defoe will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
In now is Anthony Rendon. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Bases are empty, one man out. And he struck him out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bullet back up the middle. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Sean Doolittle comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Sean Doolittle.
Christian Optimus will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Tough situation, down 1 here on the road, trying to score off one of the game's top closers. They've got the work cut out for him.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Doolittle is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty V. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Standing in now, Frankie Cordero. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Optimus on at first. Nobody out. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Doolittle pauses. Here it is on 0-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Stepping in now, Garrett Cooper, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. Back to first. A double play. And with that, the ball game is over.
Man, they battled right to the end, getting the tying run aboard in the 9th, but that's where the threat ended as they turned to double play to finish this one once and for all.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Washington jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Coda Glover gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Sean Doolittle hammers down the save, his 28th on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Washington Nationals, 2 runs, 7 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. For the Marlins, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors, they left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. A reminder that Green Line Metro trains are available at the Navy Yard station just north of the ballpark on N Street. Southbound service is also available at the Anacostia station just over the river. From there, transfer service to the blue, silver, and orange lines can be made at La Infant Plaza and red light service at Gallery Place, Chinatown. Also, free post-game Nats shuttle buses returning to RFK Stadium parking lot are available on M Street by way of Tingley Street.